So it's 2012 and you want a mini PC for your office or even your living room, but it costs $400. Is it worth it? Well, let's find out. So here it is, the Shuttle PC. I saw this online for $30. Had to have it. I remember shuttles from back in the day. Just like this little computer you could buy, and they used to be silver back then, if you remember. And it was kind of like a kit. So it would have the case and the motherboard and the power supply, and then you put in the rest. And then I guess I got out of computers after that, but I guess they still made these, and this is a more modern one. I've seen these online for the past almost 2 years, and they usually go for, I've seen people asking up to like $200 for a complete one. And I just always wanted to try one. So it's kind of little. It's only, like that big. I didn't measure it. The ad didn't give the specs. So I just figured, for $30, the case is worth it anyway. I saw that, it's Core i3. So I think it might be 2nd or 3rd gen because it has a Windows 7 sticker on the back. And then this is, what's this? I guess that's the CD drive. This thing's kind of not connected. And I don't know which model this is. Oh, there we go. Interesting. Let's look at the back. The thing that really caught my attention was this. There's some sort of fan or heatsink here on the back. Pretty typical. There's Windows 7. And that's all I know. I don't know the specs. I didn't want to look it up because, what's that for? Where's it? I didn't want to look it up because I wanted to just kind of see what I can see before I know what's, so this comes off. Before I know what is in here, just kind of see my reaction. So I've never seen one this new. I'm not sure how long they kept making these. So is that, can you put a GPU here? All right, let's take this off. Oh, there's a little spot. All right. Oh, wow, that's cool. So it's like the cooler goes here. That is wild. So what do you think's in here? This is total combined output. Whoa. $500 but it's just a little motherboard. Why? So is this meant to be for a gaming system? There's USB 3. There's a PCI slot. Oh, look, there's MSETA. And this is maybe where the Wi-Fi card would go here. I don't get what this... 95 watts. I think based on the sticker, this should be second or third gen, because I don't think they made a first gen i3. Could be wrong. And usually when I see that particular sticker with the Windows 7, that's usually second or third gen. But actually, what is... Oh. You know what? This is supposed to be... He said it was bare bones, but there's a hard drive in it. That is 500 gigs. Nice. So this is... Oh, this is broken. That's why it's falling off. Oh well. But look, it's very clean. This is... I mean, there's no dust or anything. The place where I had to go pick this up, it was a really nice neighborhood, so that's always a good sign. You know, if you have to go in the ghetto to buy something versus going to a nice neighborhood. I wonder if this fan is standard. Is it? Yeah. So you could, in theory, put a nicer fan here. You can't really change this because the hard drive's in the way unless you take this out. What is that for? I don't know what this is for. But yeah, I mean, he said it worked, but you know, you can't be too sure. But look at, I think, let's see. Yeah, it does have, there's your GPU connection. So you could put, there's a lot of space there. You could put a pretty decent sized GPU here with that PCI connector. And then I wonder what would be good here then, like a GTX 1060 maybe. The only thing is there's no, where does the air go in? Here? I mean, let's say you had a nice GPU here with the fans. Where would the air come from? Because it has this. Oh, that's it. So you have here, but I mean, I don't know if that would be enough air to get to the GPU. But 500 watts, that's pretty surprising. All right, well, let's take it home and fire it up and see what the specs are. All right, so I was able to take it home and it does boot. Actually, it booted right into Windows 10 with no password or anything. So the guy reset it, I guess. There was some software on there, but not much. So that's really good. For $30, I think that's a win. It is a second gen i3. So that would be, I forgot to look at the cores, not very much. So I think I'm just going to try and sell it the way it is and make a quick turnaround. If not, I think still, if you could put in an i5 and maybe an RX 580, it does go up to 32 gigabytes of memory, which is nice. and then add an SSD, it would be a really nice little setup. I like how it looks because it just kind of seems like it would fit in the living room or somewhere. You know, it's so blank and black that you wouldn't really notice it. And it doesn't really have any lights. It just has the power light when it's on. The only thing is it's loud, and people complained about that. So the power supply is so small. It has that little tiny fan there. And anytime you have a power supply that small with a tiny fan, it makes a lot of noise. I can't tell if that's the noise or if it's the CPU fan, but from what other people were saying, it was the power supply fan. It just runs at a static speed, so there's no way to lower it, I don't think, unless you add in a resistor or something. But overall, pretty cool. I found out, so this is a Shuttle XPC z68 R5. If that's right. So it was SZ68 R5, which was about $400 back in 2012, 2013. Pretty popular. If you look up that model number, there's tons of reviews on it. And apparently there's another version of this same exact PC, which had an X79 socket, 2011, LGA 2011, with an i7. And it's the same thing, except it had 4 slots for the memory quad channel. And then it had 2 full PCIe slots instead of the big one and the small one. A little bit more powerful. It would have been nice if it was that. I might keep it, but this is just pretty basic. I don't really have a use for it, but it would make, I think, a good file server or media server for somebody. So I'm going to put it online for sale. I'm going to see if I can I'm going to try and get $100 for it, because it is complete. It has the hard drive. It has everything. It's very clean. Everything works. I'm going to put in a Wi-Fi card in the PCIe slot. I'm going to see if one of those laptop ones will work. That's the only thing it's missing, really. And then if that doesn't work, we'll put in a Wi-Fi card, just a little one, and then upgrade the memory to 16 gigabytes and then post it for $100. I think somebody will buy it. But yeah, tell me what you think. If you've had a Shuttle before, or if you ever wanted one, tell me your story. And we'll see you on the next pickup.